we reached out to our pension advisor, pension investment advisor, to sort of determine if any of the township's investments were held in Russian-owned stock. They got back to us that there was one investment vehicle identified as Aberdeen that does have a small amount of its portfolio in Russian-owned stocks. Their suggestion is that we sort of hold tight rather than dropping the Aberdeen investment vehicle at this point, and to see if Aberdeen sells off those portions of stock when the Russian stock market reopens. So that was the correspondence we had received. I just wanted to get any feedback from the board that you may have.
I had a question or two just for clarification. We don't know when the Russian market's going to open back up.
No.
And if we ask our portfolio manager or pension fund manager to make this change, would we have to like come all the way out of the Aberdeen fund?
Yes, the whole Aberdeen fund would have to be dropped and a whole new investment vehicle implemented in its place.
I guess we don't know how well it's performing.
That would be up to them to make a recommendation at that point.
Okay, I'll see if there's any other questions. I think those are my two main. I mean, I feel strongly about this, but it's the timing that, you know, I hate to lose the whole fund when, you know, maybe the portfolio manager is going to divest of that stock anyway. Others?
I feel that we should closely monitor this. If there's a way of doing it so that we can clearly get out of this, I would be for that. Is there a time limit? As you say, when the Russian stocks open, like, yeah, there's no idea.
It's unknown. It's still closed as of today.
Right, and things are only getting worse. So I would just like to state that I am for taking any action should it become available to us in the manner in which you described to get out of that.
Mr. Chairman? Well, waiting for the Russian stock market to open is up to the Russians, and that means we're not being proactive. I really would like to be more proactive in some regard. I know people buy and sell funds pretty easily. I don't, you know, for up to me, I would give a message to this particular fund that you mentioned. What was the name of that fund?
Aberdeen.
That even if they have a minuscule amount of Russian stock, we don't like it, and therefore we would consider selling out the fund and getting into another fund that does not have Russian stock. I believe there must be many funds out there available that give us an equal or better return even than this fund. I'm not an expert in that, but I want to be proactive in this because I'm not going to leave it up to the Russians to decide when the stock market is open so that, you know, the decision is made at that time. By then, it's too late for us to take any kind of, you know, make any kind of statement, let's say. And I know that in Pennsylvania, there's moves going on by the Public Employees Retirement System where they voted to divest themselves of Russian stocks. And Pennsylvania is also considering doing the same. So I don't know what the proper action would be, but I think perhaps, you know, some kind of a statement or a letter to the effect that we would prefer not to have any investment in Russian stocks and not wait for, you know, Russia to open up its stock market. That's my opinion.
If I may weigh in also, I like what our advisor is telling us to hold on. Let's see what happens if Aberdeen pulls out. I think I want to trust our advisor, but I do agree. I don't want to be in funds that are giving any kind of financial gain to Russia at this point. I think we probably could draft a letter asking our investment manager to start looking for alternatives, and to also pass that along to Aberdeen, whoever runs that fund, let them know of at least one of their customers' displeasure, and then be ready to make a move if we have a better investment that doesn't involve Russian companies. I think that's what I'd like to do.
Mr. Calabro, you must have kind of read my mind, because my thought was, could we strongly instruct our pension fund manager to sell the Russian holdings as soon as that becomes a possibility for them? But I like how you said it better, I think.
I think the point I was trying to make, I don't want to make a hasty decision and take a beating on our investments.
Right.
It is what it is. The money's where it is. If we can get out of it cleanly and without losing investment, I think that's the best way to go.
Why don't I just take the consensus of the board and reach out to the pension investment advisor and just advise him of this conversation this evening?
Yes.
Yeah, I can concur with that idea.
Okay.
It's probably a good idea also, like, sending some kind of message to that investment fund as well, maybe through our stockbroker.
Yeah.
That will let them know.
If it's
that.
possible, at least we can ask him to do it. I don't know what kind of communications he has with the funds, but can't hurt.
Great.
Strongly worded message from him to them might be helpful.
I will reach out to him tomorrow.
And you know what you need to do that.